Game 7. Oh, man. Well, we did it. Part 1 of our job is done. And, the Avs took care of business in Seattle. And now it's time to focus on another trip back home for Game 7, something else we never faced last year. But it was relatively easy. The Avs saw their duty. We saw our duty, and we did it. And just like last time, the refs tried to hand things to Seattle, but it didn't work. So 4-1 was the final score. It was an easy win for Georgiev. He didn't have to do so much. And now we're headed back to Montreal to take care of business for one last time against Seattle. Now the winner will face Dallas. Dallas ousted the Minnesota Wild. I feel sorry for Kirill Kaprizov because he's by himself. He has no help. And so I was kind of hoping Minnesota would win and force Game 7 because we want to see them kind of knock each other down. But Dallas said, "Fuck it, let's just take care of it." You know who else took care of it? Carolina Hurricanes. The Hurricanes took care of business against the New York Islanders. Overtime win. Paul Stastny, our old boy, got the win, got the goal, and now they await whoever wins that Devils Rangers series. That's going to be a doozy. Of course, one of the big moments from tonight. Boston. My goodness. They got to go to Game 7 back at home against Florida. The Florida Panthers are a glorified AHL team. Yet, they need a 7th game to take them out. They're the epitome of frauds. They're a fraudulent franchise. I mean, it's just amazing. It's just amazing. Like I said this before. There's a reason why even after all the wins they got, there's a reason why Boston was not picked to win the Cup when the playoffs were made. Because of shit like this. I mean, a real team would have flattened the Panthers like that. Toronto would have swept them easily, and they would have won each of those 4 games by at least 3 goals. Toronto's busy beating up the Florida's real team, the Lightning. But as far as Boston, the Panthers, they need a 7th game. Can you believe it? But yeah, of course the Islanders are done because Sorokin's by himself. If Sorokin doesn't pitch a shutout, they don't win because the Islanders can't fucking score. But yeah, so it was an immensely fruitful day of elimination games. 4 elimination games took place. 2 teams got ousted and 2 Game 7s have been made. We have our Game 7s. Boston, Florida in Boston, and Avs in Seattle in Denver. Those games will take place Sunday. As for tomorrow, we have 3 other Game 6s. The Lightning host the Maple Leafs. The Maple Leafs look to finish the job finally. The Rangers face the Devils at MSG. Rangers look to force Game 7. Devils look to win a series for the first time since beating the Rangers in the Eastern Conference Final in 2012. And we have the Kings and Oilers. That's in crypto. And the Kings look to force Game 7, while Everton looks to take care of it and go on to face Vegas. So, yeah, it's going to be an interesting next 2 days, and it could be 3, because if any of those series, if any of those other 6-game series need a Game 7, any and all Game 7s of those series would take place Monday. Meanwhile, we have 2 Game 7s on Sunday. So that's my recap of tonight's action. If you like this video, click the like button, click subscribe if you want more. My stories about the Islanders and the Wild's eliminations will be in the description below. Check them out when you can. And I'll be back tomorrow. Tomorrow to recap the last 3 Game 6s. Hopefully, it'll come with a reason to celebrate in the city of Toronto. So stay tuned.